Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another video. This is another paid request, for this time for Lucas, and he wanted me to do a commentary on this film. Now, I will admit I'm not the best at commentaries, at least for films that I've seen this film maybe once. I believe I did a review for it. I liked it, but again, I've only seen it once, so it's hard to remember. I don't know, for me, if it's a film I've seen multiple times, grew up with, or it's a movie I absolutely hate, make fun of, I'm just saying, I apologize if this commentary sucks, because I'm not the best at a commentary like this. I remember seeing this film, I remember liking it, but I've only seen it one time. But hey, it's a paid request. If anyone wants to send in pretty much any type of requests, or donations, or anything in between, feel free to send them either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both things are down below in the info box. So, Treasure Planet 2002. Pause the beginning. 3, 2, 1, pressing play. Oh, okay, it didn't work. Wait. Go back. Thought I pressed play. 3, 2, 1, pressing play. There you go. With the Walt Disney picture. The sync up. Music's playing. We're fading into a star. Walt Disney presents. And Treasure Planet has appeared. I didn't just do this for syncing. Fade out again. We have a narrator. This narrator does sound familiar. I know I've heard this voice in some other things, other projects. I can't remember offhand what they are though. I mean, this was a Walt Disney film that came out, and I think I said in my review, it's a beautifully stylized movie. It looks great on a visual front. And you have these alien figures, but in a pirate setting. And it's kind of an interesting idea, the whole pirate stuff in space, but this is an interesting idea. You have a book, but you open up the book, it's a hologram that plays out. Of course, then it'd just be like, well, why don't you just watch TV? Why would you need a book in the first place? That's what TVs would be for. Now, I know the mom here is voiced by Laurie Metcalf. Laurie Metcalf played Roseanne's sister on Roseanne. And now she was on The Connors. Which I don't even know if that show's still on, The Connors. I don't know if that's still on or it got canceled. Well, everything got delayed because of what's going on. I mean, the idea of having a Treasure Planet story but in space, I don't mind the idea because there's so many times you do tell the Treasure Island story. At least they try to give it a new spin on it. There's that part of you that does question, okay, if you're in outer space, why would you need sails? Which the ship have sails. Okay, if it's a spaceship in outer space, how does oxygen work? Is there like a force field around it so the oxygen doesn't escape and you don't get sucked into space? If that's the case, why do we even need sails on it when the sails don't do anything? At least not really. Again, it's kind of an interesting idea if you don't think about it for 5 minutes. So I think for a lot of people it was kind of hard to wrap their brain around. Wait, they're actual ships? Like, we know spaceships, but actual ships in space? And people are like, what is this? Which I do wonder if that's what led to it being such a big box office bomb. Because when this film came out, I mean, I think it cost like 180 million with advertising, and it made 100 million worldwide. So it was at least an $80 million loss, and it became one of Disney's biggest flops. I think to this day, it's still one of Disney's biggest flops, aside from maybe The Lone Ranger and some others. Maybe what's that movie? John Carter. But I will say this is a really cool looking sequence. It's beautifully. You have 2D mixed in with 3D. It's a neat difference between the two as we're getting more into the 3D animated landscape. Of course, this will come into play later in the movie. This whole surfing type of thing. Sailing, I should say, that's surfing. Sailing type of thing. And I know in the original Treasure Island story, he was a younger kid, but I guess, they wanted to change it to more of a teenager. Yeah, he's definitely a big boy, fat fuck, fat ass. Mm. I think this is David Hyde Pierce. Yeah, he's kind of a person, but he's a dog. And yeah, I think he plays like an astronomer in this. Parents don't watch their fucking kids. Hey, fraud lady, get the fuck out of my face. Hmm. Yeah, but I was saying, I know in the original Treasure Island story, the lead was much of a younger kid. But yeah, I guess they wanted to appeal maybe to... Maybe they thought it's as... If it was a kid, people would think it's more of a kid's film, where it's a bit more for... I wouldn't say it's for adults, but it's for everybody. Just for family. At least they were hoping so with how much money they put into it. Now, David Hyde Pierce, I think he would be most well known to people for the TV show Frasier. And the voice of the lead, once you hear him, is Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Of course, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, he'll be in... God, he was in Inception. He was in The Dark Knight Rises. He was in Premium Rush, which I enjoyed. He was in... Oh, what was the... I'm trying to think. He's been in quite a few stuff, Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Looper. That's what I was thinking of, Looper. It said in the trivia that apparently some people up for the role was Michael J. Fox, which he would instead do the Atlantis movie, Anthony Michael Hall, and Jared Leto. I mean, if it's supposed to be a teenager, it's weird you'd have Anthony Michael Hall or... I mean, I guess if they do the voice right, maybe Anthony Michael Hall could work. It also says Tom Cruise. I don't buy Tom Cruise with it. I mean, I like Tom Cruise, but I don't buy him in this role. Jared Leto, I don't know, maybe. But, I thought Joseph Gordon-Levitt did fine. Solar Surfer, that's what it's called, that he was flying earlier. Solar Surfer. Not to be confused with Silver Surfer. Does it look like he's okay? It looks like he's fucked up. Billy Bones. I think that's Patrick McGowan, who's been in quite a few stuff. But that's also interesting with the Treasure Island. I mean, it's called Treasure Planet, but it's based on Treasure Island. Because it's in space in the future, you can incorporate alien and different alien designs amongst the story. Yeah, it helps because that whippersnapper son ain't doing jack shit. No, let him out there. Go back there and let him die. Drag his ass out there and let him fucking die. Jim Hawkins. Cyborg, Jean-Claude Van Damme's coming. Oh, Cyborg, you mean Robocop. So Robocop's coming. Well, I mean, as long as you uphold the law, deal with Robocop, you'll be fine. Ah, it's the Terminator, okay. Stop that organism. You know, you could have just not lied and pretended you were someone else, and then maybe you could have found out where the shit was. Well, if you didn't just shoot, if you maybe walked in and asked, maybe you could find your answer of where is it? Dumb fuck. Deep shit. Also, okay, Ma will foreclose. Actually, did you put insurance in? We'll collect the insurance money. It's alright, it's burned down. Collect the insurance money. Get the fuck away. Go to Cairo or something. Go to Jamaica, man. Well, that place sucked anyway. Let's see. This is the type of map they would have in fucking Prometheus. Or in a Mission to Mars. Yeah, like at the end of Mission to Mars or Prometheus. How the fuck do you know it's Treasure Planet if no one's seen it? Well, maybe... No, that's not true. They tell about the whole story at the beginning of the film. Lady, what the fuck do you think you just saw? You saw a magic trick? I mean, you know what? Nothing. I don't think you need their gold Albert, gold Albert, gold Albert. Don't, come on, give me a break. Ma, I know I'm a fuck up and I fucked everything up. I need to unfuck the situation, Ma. I need to get my mouth off your titty so you're not babying me. You tried everything, including getting the stick out of his ass. No, I'm saying is you need to pop your titty out of his mouth and stop babying him. No, I'm going to let his ass out there. I'm going to sneak back in and give you the doggy style. That way he ain't in the fucking house. I'm going to be Robin. I'm going to take over the Dark Knight. I'm going to be Batman again. After he left and ran away and Alfred saw him at a fucking cafe. I'm going to make you proud, Ma. What is it, the Man in the Moon? The moon doesn't work that way. It's not like the moon is literally the crescent. I didn't even realize that. Well, I mean, it's not supposed to be Earth, technically. So maybe that's not supposed to be our moon. It's supposed to represent all these ships put together. So what looks like a crescent moon is all these ships put together. Fucking pre-Iron Man here. I swear, there are times David Hyde Pierce sounds like Kevin Kline. Like, if I didn't look it up, I would have thought it was Kevin Kline voicing the dog astronomer character. I'm like, is it Kevin Kline? I'm like, oh no, it's David Hyde Pierce as I hit the fucking microphone down. Yeah, whatever, man. And making sure. Oh, I forgot about this. We literally have an alien. I'm fluent in flatula because the one alien just talked in flatulent. Was that really needed? Was that really needed? No, it's fucking stupid. Now this woman's a captain and it's voiced by Emma Thompson actually, who would be in the Immortal Classic Junior with Arnold Schwarzenegger. I guess that's the point, is that she's a cat, he's a dog, living together in mass hysteria. Yeah, shut the fuck up. I mean, she called you a fucking moron. I had that shoved up my ass. That's why it's that color. It's not a milk dud. Okay, Captain Ho. I said, okay, Captain Ho. Yes, ma'am, bitch. God, get the... I say get some pussy, but it's too late. You are one. Maybe give the dog... the dog to give you a bone. God damn you, lady. I'm gonna bitch smack you up. You're a fucking kiss ass guy. Ah, John Silver. The cyborg. Now, of course, if you know the story of Treasure Island, you know who Lon John Silver is. So if you know the story, you know where this is going technically. For the most part. No, I'm sorry, I'm just watching on all the stuff he's utilizing to make. Sorry, I would just watch him eat an eyeball. It's like, ugh. What the Oh yeah, I forgot about this thing. There's a creature called Morph that could turn to everything. You know, this thing works fine as a comic relief. And it'd be cute for the audience. You know, with the big eyes, the innocent face, lack of dialogue. But then when you get to like Martin Short later on, he just does not work at all. He'll not for a while, thankfully. It'll be a while before Martin Short shows up. But when it does, he's just irritating, completely pointless. I wonder what Joseph Gordon-Levitt thinks about this movie. I wonder if anyone has ever asked him about this. Part of me wonders if he would not want to talk to it because it was such a big flop. It's like if someone asked about Halloween H2O. At least Halloween H2O was a hit. And you had a small part in it. Yeah, whatever, buddy. Morph doesn't even know what the fuck you're talking about, so who are you talking to? I mean, part of me wonders if they did go too far with actually having be an actual pirate ship going into space. I do wonder if you took the same uniforms, the same story, but if the spaceships were more normal looking, if people would give it more of a chance. I just hesitantly that's the sails. They're like solar power, that type of thing. And that's your artificial gravity there. I'm trying to like, did they describe like the whole not having air thing? Again, the different alien designs is cool to see. Huh. Hmm. Yeah, everything's fine. You're just going to outer space. You have like space whales. Get an interesting idea. Those space whale stuff. Although if you're going from a planet into space, isn't there a certain atmosphere thing that you get burned up? So wouldn't the space creature get burned up, or I don't know. You're not supposed to think about that. Bitch, shut up. Gives fuck. Two new friends. My left ball and right ball. Oh. I thought it meant something else. I want to introduce to my left ball and then my right ball. Huey and Dewey. Steroid abusing chunty fuck. Stick this fucking mop up your ass. Yeah, I'm watching you. I'm looking at a two-faced fuck. That's who I'm looking at. Now that voice is Michael Wincott. Michael Wincott's been in a lot of stuff. He was one of the villains in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. He was in Alien Resurrection. He was the main villain in Metro with Eddie Murphy. Been quite a few stuff. Very solid actor. Great voice too. The spider crab-like true men. And sorry I'm not saying much. I don't really know what to say, just... Why don't you spit shine it for me? I'll swab it up your ass. Buddy, I'll poke your eyes out, get out of my face. Maybe you shouldn't be as obvious as a $4 hooker. Fuck's sake. Then he wouldn't be sniffing around. Well, that's what you did, going around the soap. Joseph Gordon-Levitt does fine. I don't know, there's something off about it. I don't know. Again, he does fine. I just wonder if he's just the right actor for voice acting. And yeah, I liked him as an actor. His voice is fine. I'm not, just watch it again. There's a little something off. That's why back in the day you would hire an actual voice actor, but now it's find an actor, put him in there. And sometimes it works and sometimes it's like, really? I'll scratch my ass whenever I want to, John Silver. You clean all this shit, man. I don't... Oh, I forgot about this song. I remember really enjoying this song. I think it's Goo Goo Dolls, right? I could be absolutely be wrong. Who sings it? It sounds like Goo Goo Dolls, same guys who did Iris and I'm a Wait Down, Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare. I mean, I don't know at the end credits, but I do remember liking the song. This is time when they try to get away from people singing Aladdin, Little Mermaid. And you do have songs in this. Now in this era, they had this mix of films where it's 2D animation and 3D environments, but sadly, a lot of them flopped. Titan AE I really enjoy. That was for Fox, but that bombed. Atlantis I liked. That bombed. This film was a massive bomb. That's why they stopped doing that. That's why they went for more fully 3D, like Pixar was being successful with the Toy Story films and others. Finding Nemo. So, just how it is. Oh, and it is a montage, so I'm a sucker for montages. I think that grew into probably the first movie I saw with the extended montage was Rocky 4, or at least one of them. And just being such a huge fan of that movie, just being a sucker. If you have the right song, it's a fun thing to watch. You get enough of the story in a matter of minutes. Like the story you did is the father left because he's a piece of shit. So you have a kid who misses and yearns for a father figure. On the flip side, here's someone who is, in a way, being a second father to him. So now you know where the kid is coming from. And then, good song, really nice, beautiful visuals. And then showing that he's a pretty good pilot, he knows what he's doing. A possible bond growing between these two. Literally, Silver is just using this for getting good graces until the time's right. But I guess that kind of gets to the ending of the film where things change. I'm not sure if it mentions how much time has technically passed with all this. But I think the guy who voices John Silver is a guy named Brian Murray, which I'm not sure what else he's done. Brian Murray. Well, kid, I'm about to fuck up your life, so yeah, things are gonna be astray. And you ain't gonna see it coming. Stepped on a landmine. And that wasn't worth it because my right hand was my jacking hand. Now can you try doing that with a metal hand? It ain't fun. Oh no, not Supernova. Is James Spader gonna be around? No, it's different Supernova. Again, I keep mentioning the visuals, but another nice thing is when they actually really do try to utilize the camera like it's a live action, which is a lot harder to do in an animated film, at least with 2D animation. Which is why, one of the many reasons why they went more towards 3D, because when it's all a computer, you can really move it, but 2D and hand-drawn or somewhat makes things a little bit tougher. But I do miss that look. It gave a bit of a unique composition to the two. Oh, he saved John Silver. That's definitely an important part for later on. Again, it makes me wonder how it doesn't look like there's shields on this fucking thing. Just like they get blasted by the wave. There's no force field, nothing on it. So how are they breathing? Like, how does that work? Because there be people that will fly off and go right into space. So does none of them have to worry about oxygen? Do none of them breathe oxygen? They just breathe space? They just survive the cold depths of space? Like, how the hell does that work? I just, yeah, I just don't get it. Just weird. Michael Wincott being a ditch. Oh, Mamma Mia. That's a spicy black hole. Sorry I keep playing with my eye. There's a little bit of a irritation on it. I think it's one of those things I've been looking at a computer screen too long, and then when you do that, your eyes get a bit burned. So that's my own fault doing that. Anyway, back to the film. Again, other than the fact that it didn't need to be a pirate ship in outer space, although it makes it unique. Again, the whole how the atmosphere works on the ship, how do they breathe? Just like that guy fell right through to the black hole from the ship. There was no force field protecting, none of it at all. And just how the fuck are they breathing? How are they not freezing to death? I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. Just people go, what if there's a force field? Well, yeah, Arrow's dead. Arrow is dead as fuck. That's a fucking lie. But that's a fucking lie. Cause the guy fucking lied. Who you don't believe, Captain? That face right there screams a fucking villain. You don't believe some spider crab-like thing that you never fucking met before when you know you're going to a treasure planet. That's why you want to keep a secret to the fucking crew. You have no thoughts or no theories that, the scary-looking spider crab creature could do something. Wow, the one that looks like two shreds away from the devil. He can't be a bad guy. He can't be lying. Fuck. Fuck you doing, Captain Lady? Cat Lady? Fuck your problem. Fucking serious, lady. my fault. That's bullshit. Don't cry like a baby. Come on. You guys ain't gonna fuck, are you? Yeah, I've heard stories of cabin boys being alone at sea and seamen. I mean, I'm just saying. Wait, it's a love story coming apart between the cabin boy and the cyborg. That's not the only thing detachable. Morph to be a lube, and I could change my cyborg arm to a dildo. What's up, bitches? The Chad Warden. The Chad Warden speaking. Long John Silver don't want no black dildo. But the PS triple. The PS triple. That's what Long John Silver wants the PS triple. He's connected to Chad Warden, bitches. I'm sure no one knows what the hell I'm talking about. I think you had a serious moment dealing with the death of this crewmate, and then you go to the stupid fucking flatulent creature. Like, why? Why does it need to be in the movie? Fucking stupid. Morph's a little fucking asshole. Little shitbird. Fuck is your major malfunction, Morph? But I will say the morph creature does create some nice creativity with what it morphs into. I morphed into a bunch of little heads of the Jim Hawkins character. Kill them all and let God sort them out? Cook them with crab blades, man. I told you the soft spot. Yeah, the soft spot is under his ear or between his legs. I'm telling you, man. That's what people don't know about Treasure Planet. It's a triple X Odyssey. Cabin boy was having fun in the sun. You see? He says he ain't gone soft. So you see? I'm telling you. He's saying it, not me. He says he ain't gone soft. Yep, when he's with the cabin boy, he ain't going soft. He's going hard as fuck. Like a steam iron. See, he's not soft. He's not going soft. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, that's the secret hidden message in this treasure planet. The planet is someone's ass, and the treasure is inside. Nice move there. Great Terminator vision. Where the fuck are the other people on this ship? Fuck are they? You know, you would think the captain, since you don't know this crew at all, you would want a few more of your own people on there, just in case. Just saying, it'd be like, you know what? Let's have about 5, 6 people of our own, just in case. No, you don't know shit. Did nice camera work there to go through the inner workings of the ship. In 2002, I'm trying to think what else came out in 2002 during that time. See, around this time, you had films like Triple X with Vin Diesel. A year later, you would have the Matrix sequels in 2003. 2001, you would have stuff like The Mummy Returns. Morph, you little fucking asshole. Hmm. I mean, again, I know I keep harping on this, but at least it gives a different look to an alien spaceship movie. And because it's based on the pirate story, you have that motif going. Just sometimes you don't, with some of the, I know you're not supposed to look logic into this, but it's like, okay, they were in space, I'm assuming, and they went all the way down. They're perfectly fine. And it's like, I don't know. It's a cartoon. Just don't worry about it, I guess. They just lie the fuck down, man. It's morph, right? Yep. I didn't morph, you little asshole. You little fucking shithead. Shoot that thing in the face. But lo and behold, people say there's no such thing as strong females. Who the hell is Emma Thompson here? And then this whole myth that there's never been strong female heroes unless the past fucking 5 years. Every film I watch is like I can find a strong female. So I don't know what the fuck people are talking about. Well, there's only one female. Yeah, but there's a lot of guys who are villains. So there you go. And the one female is a good guy and tough. Oh no, are we getting to Martin Short as Ben? Ben is like a robot that was abandoned on Treasure Planet. And I like yeah. I like Martin Short as an actor. But I guarantee you somewhere, some way, someone said Martin, act like Robin Williams. Which is funny because Robin Williams played a robot in a film called Robots. But it's like we want someone to try to mimic the Robin Williams manic energy. And Martin Short just comes off as irritating and annoying. And his whole bit is that he's got amnesia. He doesn't remember too much about himself. I'm like, why does it need to be in the fucking film? If you want comic relief, you gotta go morph. You're rambling. Oh my god. Pretty much, I think what happened was the captain from long ago left him there after helping put the treasure where it needs to be, and then probably on purpose fucked up his memory so he couldn't tell anybody just in case. Yeah, you're fucked up. Good. I'm glad you understand. Shut the fuck up, leave me alone. God damn it. Just bury his ass. Okay, I'm gonna get a shovel. Gonna bury you. Even Joseph Gordon-Levitt's like, stop talking. Even he knows it's annoying as hell. Pit stop? What the fuck do you need a pit stop for? You're not a couple yet. Play your cards right. You don't get pussy from the pussy. In other words, he's telling you shut the fuck up for 5 minutes. Oh my god, this annoying sumbitch. He fucked everything up. Go to hell, buddy. Go to hell. Oh, that attack, like when you were going to kill me and cut my head off. You mean that attack? Yeah, he's supposed to believe you. He's supposed to believe you 1 second, man. Really? Yeah, I'm supposed to believe that too. I'm supposed to, because bad guys can't lie. Bad guys don't do this thing called lying. Just shoot him in the back of the head when his back's turned, man. Or let Morph go in his fucking mouth and clot his fucking heart. Encapsulate or something, man. That was kind of a reference to Star Trek. So just die then. It's Morph's fault, because if it wasn't for Morph, he would have the fucking map. Yeah, again, I'm sorry I'm not saying much. It kind of speaks for itself. It's one of those films that, again, Disney, for what I understand, someone wanted to make this film for a while, like for many, many years, and people at Disney kept saying no and no and no some more. And I think even after Aladdin, they wanted to make it again, but there was still a lot of no's. And then someone got frustrated, went to someone else. They said, okay, we'll make it. So it makes me wonder what that person feels who wanted to make this film for so long. I mean, think about that. For years and years, you want to make this film. For years and years, you had some kind of passion to turn the Treasure Island story into a space action story. And then when it comes out, it becomes such a huge flop. Not only a flop, but one of the biggest flops. I mean, and people wonder, like, what is it about this film that, because for what I understand, there was also bad test screenings as well. So, like, I don't think this film, I wouldn't say I love the film to death. It wouldn't be like a 10 out of 10 movie. I didn't feel like, oh, I need to own this on DVD or anything. But it's just, I, I think maybe traditional, older audiences, they miss the more kid-friendly, more in the tone of the classical, I guess classical cartoons, whether it be Back to the Day of Dumbo, or even more modern like Beauty and the Beast and Aladdin. So you have a story that it's still kid friendly, but I would say a little bit more serious compared to those, and a little bit more action packed. And it's still a kids film, but still trying to be to satisfy both. Maybe some parents, they saw these films, they thought it was too much for little kids. I don't know, and then teenagers like, well, I just would rather watch a live action PG-13 or R-rated film if I don't instead of an animated film. And to be honest, I think there are some teenagers that would. There are some that get embarrassed. Like, I don't want to go to the theater and say, yeah, I'm watching this cartoon. They're either with their chicks or they're with their friends. It's like, hey, we want to go see a cartoon movie? No, let's go see, I don't know. Try to think who was around 2002. And we don't see Triple X with Vin Diesel. We don't see something else. See, like there again, you have that fight scene and they're on the ship and then you just float right into outer space and everything's fine. Like, obviously they're in a place where there is no gravity unless you have the anti-gravity, the whole, not anti-gravity, but you have the whole machinery going. So you're in a place with no gravity, I don't know. Oh, I thought they were going to be dead, hanging upside down with their heads cut off, but Long John Silver didn't kill them. Well, that must suck for you, because you're an all-time loser. Ultimate fucking loser. Yeah, you can't open it for shit. The fuck should I open it? So you can kill me? I'll open it when it's up your ass. How about that? Why don't you just have them all go together and it's only three, yeah? You just leave them behind on the planet. If there's only, well, there's more than three, but the robot's 4, and then there's Worf, but still. There's like 10 of us. Just... Just say, take all of us. Just say we're all going. Oh, he decided that, okay. I would say this is not the most exciting movie. I'll say that. I mean, I would say Atlantis, The Lost Empire, that was more stunningly beautiful visual movie. With the way that was filmed. How about you give him 5 minutes, ADD motherfuckers? Here we go. That one with the orange was like Dune. Fucking Stargate here. Definitely tripped the alarm. Again, I apologize I'm not saying much. I guess I'm more watching the film now. Man, that's more money than Scrooge McDuck would see in 5 lifetimes. Holy shit. It's a lot of gold. How the hell you don't get all that gold out of there? Like, seriously. Fucking one-eyed Willie. I Remember the lesson in the Goonies. They didn't take certain treasure, otherwise it'd be a booby trap. Same thing here. The same thing. I do wonder why Flint kept the brain in his hand, though. Like, why would he not just throw it away? Why would he keep it in his hand when he died? And why did he die there? Like, he just said, fuck it, I'm gonna sit here and die? Was he bleeding to death? Maybe that's why? I don't know, maybe he was bleeding to death. Man, all that gold going to waste, man. It's sad. It made you cry. But characters do die. I mean, there are states... Look, they just died and went into the lava. And characters do die. Like I said, there are states involved in this. And we see some die earlier. Yeah, you're pretty much a dead weight. That's why you needed Frasier there. Take care of your sorry ass. Fucking Steven Seagal here. Is that the same trick Chris Pine did in Star Trek 2009? Is this your gun? Or something like that. Shouldn't you get as much treasure as you can? Get the fuck out of there? The place is crashing down. What the fuck is your plan? Why don't you help him, Morph? Okay, the treasure has a lot of gold on it. Oops, sorry, lad. I mean, I could buy a couple versions of you. I could buy all the cabin boys I want with this money. Sorry. Oh, you would do anything for love. He did everything for love. And the poor gold, man. I don't remember Long John Silver being that much of a decent guy in Treasure Island. I could be wrong, though. been a long time since I read the original story. A long, long time. So, um, yeah, we got about 15 minutes left. That's with the end credits. So, I don't know what the end credits. Maybe less than 10 minutes. Should use the portal in the first place. Now you saw the sailing you did earlier. Let's go into place here. Something you bring up at the beginning, you finish it off at the end. I remember this being a really cool, visually exhilarating action scene. Yeah, it's almost like the hoverboard in Back to the Future. Or like those things in, what, Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time, when you're in the future stage. Jet propelled skateboard. Oh yeah, because that always works. That always works. Just get it across the fucking side of the mountain. That stuff always works. Kaboom. Then that's a nice shot going around the ship. Oh god. It's like, well, we need them to get exposition to show them the. We need some way to tell exposition. Yeah, sorry I'm not speaking much. I've said it like 10 times. I'm sorry, Lucas, about that. Again, This is like my second time watching the film, and the film kind of speaks for itself. I mean, we're like an hour and 25 minutes in. The movie's almost over. Again, okay, let me put it this way. Let's say you have Titan AE, Atlantis Lost Empire, this film, and Sinbad, the one with Brad Pitt, which that's another one Lucas asked me to do a commentary on. I would say Titan AE I like the most, then Atlantis, then this one, and then Sinbad. They're okay. Don't mind it. Maybe a 6, maybe 7 out of 10, 6 out of 10. I don't know, it's not. I don't think it's as memorable, but then the voice acting is fine. The characters are there. I mean, moments like this are fine. I've seen much, much worse. Except for Long John Silver's like, well, I guess Morph doesn't like me that much after all these years. He wants to be with the kid more. Yeah, I would say 7 out of 10 is a fair rating. Then the animation is solid. The idea is interesting enough. Joseph Gordon-Levitt is fine, as is David Hyde Pierce. The Morph character's cute for what he needs to be. Martin Short, he's a bit irritating, and I don't know. I would just rather there was notes left behind. He figures it out on his own. And like I said, it's action scene wise, it's not the most exciting, memorable action scene wise. Although I did like the last bit at the end, the sky, surfing bit. Uh, the montage was fun with the song. And they did not go for a love story. A lot of times in these movies, they force a love story in there. Well, technically, I mean for the main character. But the main character is usually forced into a love story. They did not do that for this, though. They saved the love story for the supporting characters. Which I gotta say, that's one thing that's at least a little bit different. It's more of a father-son story. So that's nice. That's a little bit apart from other movies. So it's not just the same repeated love story thing. Oh yeah, this is another Sonic. I don't mind. I think this is Goo Goo Dolls as well. Yeah, Robert Louis Stevenson, Treasure Island. Ron Clements, John Musker, Ron Edwards. Screenplay. I do like these songs. I will admit I like the songs more than the score. I actually would like to have heard more of these songs throughout the movie. I really do. And I would like to have heard more of these songs scattered throughout the movie. I mean, other than montage, I think this is the second time I hear a song in it. Artistic supervisors. Let's see. Tara Lord. Well, that's pretty much it. I don't know what else to say, just the credits playing. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit just to look at the soundtracks are usually at the end. So I just want to double check. Damn, a lot of special thanks. Okay, it's not quite at the end. Wait, John Reziznik. They don't say Doodoo Doll, so I don't know, maybe... I swear it's hit them. Maybe they had to specify it differently. Maybe they had to specify it differently because of it's a Disney film or something? I don't know. Or whatever. I mean, I like those two songs. Anyway, I'm just fumbling mumbling about now. All I'll say is, thanks for watching. Sorry it wasn't much of a commentary. I try to do the best that I can. Thanks once again, Lucas. Take care. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.